I remember the hike and the climbing and getting to the top and then standing on the edge of the platform, looking out over the treetops beneath my feet, and then hearing the words, "Go ahead, step off." I had never done ziplining before until we went to Mexico that year, and I had my doubts. In fact, they all rushed into my head the moment we reached that platform, and then again when our guide instructed me to just go ahead and step off. I know what trust means, but I just wasn't sure how much I trusted him and the cable and my harness to not make it a fun day out, but an ambulance ride to the hospital. We're thinking about some of the obstacles to living the kind of lives that God can make possible. What stops us from experiencing God's greatness or faith's power? I admit one of those obstacles for me is doubt sometimes. It took the earnest appeal from a soldier of the occupying army in Israel that his servant would be healed to actually bring home to Jesus' Jewish listeners what faith really involves. It involves putting the full weight of our trust in God. And yet we don't come to faith because we have no doubt. A living faith faces the reality of our doubts. It doesn't try to avoid or steer around them. In fact, in a little book called Reason to Live, John Powell writes that we forget that no one can say a meaningful yes of commitment until he has faced the alternate possibility of saying no. Doubts that are plowed under will only grow new roots. God's not a belief to which we give our assent. God is actually a reality that we know intimately and meet up with every day, one whose strength becomes our strength and whose love becomes our love. In the words of the hymn, "Oh, for a faith that will not shrink, though pressed by every foe, that will not tremble on the brink of any earthly woe." Only through crisis can faith actually mature. We don't have to like it, and we certainly don't need to seek out pain or crises. They find us all on their own without any help from us. The way we handle our crises will make the difference between our doubts getting in the way or making our commitment that much more certain. I hope it's the latter for all of us. I'm Craig Rumble. Thanks for being together with Markham Baptist Church.